Alright, I'm making a video to show you guys how to make a pearl and crystal choker necklace that I had made this summer. And these are real pearls and glass crystal beads. Now what you do is, and what I did is I took 3 strands of coated jewelry wire and you put crimp beads on the end. I use a size 1. Little crimp beads. I'm not sure how good you guys can see this. And, well, first of all, you want to pull the wire through the lobster claw clasp here. And then crimp it. And then you bead it. And I use an alternating pattern here of white and peach pearls that I got at Micheals. And I made this when I was down in Florida. The first 2 strands I used just pearls. Just the white pearls. And then on the last strand, I alternated the pattern with the pearls, the peach pearls, and then the glass crystal teardrop beads. And you should be able to find these at any Micheals store. They have a lot of different craft items there. And these necklaces are pretty easy to make. Just use, if you want to make a choker, measure the length of your neck and then make it about 1.5 inches longer to account for the crimp beads and the lobster clasps. I put a lobster clasp on either end to make it easier to put on, but you can use other types of fasteners. On both ends though, you're gonna have to put the crimp beads on. And that's what these 3 things here are, is crimp beads. I'm sorry it's a little blurry. But, one thing I forgot to do, I should have done, because if you don't do this it'll tangle up, is they have dividers also, and you put your strands through the dividers towards the ends where the crimp beads are. Make sure you put the crimp beads on first before you start. Well, put the crimp beads on one end first after you get it through your fastener and the divider, which should be right here on the end. Put the crimp beads on and crimp it with a crimping tool, which you can also get at the Micheals or Joanne's craft store. And then you can start beading with whatever pattern you want. You know, if you're interested in this particular pattern right here, send me a PM on YouTube and I'll send you more clear instructions on how to make this. But it turned out pretty well. So you can see the beads here are different colors. And then the lobster clasp. And make sure you crimp these beads so that they're flat, these crimp beads. Otherwise, because this is coated jewelry wire, it has like a polyvinyl coat on it, it'll pull right through. And coated wire is actually the best thing to use because it won't erode through the beads like regular jewelry wire, and it's a little bit harder to work with, but if you have jewelry tools, it's a lot easier. You know, I saw this pattern on the internet and I wanted to buy one really bad, and it was over $200, and I thought, well, hey, I can make that. So I just decided to make it. And I don't sell these, but I can tell you how to make them if you send me a message. And as you can see, the bead patterns alternate here, and it gives it a real dramatic look when you're wearing it. Thanks for watching, guys.